Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have GG Jibriel XD versus the Nugget, and this is going to be a post Cyberstorm Access replay, and let's hop right in, and we are going to see the Nugget win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then they will decide to go first. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Tellarknight, Skybridge, Sakitama, Rhoda, D-Shifter, and Altier. Then they have Ecclesia, Ashina, Taya, Heavenly Dragon Circle, and Ash Blossom. So we have Swordsoul, but more importantly, we have Tellarknight, which this deck got a bunch of new support. We can also read over the new Spirit. So it can't be special summon once per turn during the end phase if this card was normal summon or flip face up, return to the hand. You can only use the following effects of this once per turn. Then it says, you can reveal this card in your hand immediately after this effect resolves. Normal summon one spirit monster from your hand. If this card is tributed, you can target one spirit monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So, it's pretty much just like an extra summon. But it works really well with the Rhoda spirit monster. So they're going to summon Ecclesia, effect tag out, bring out Moyi effect, reveal Ashina, summon token, on summon, drop Shifter, stops them from getting Moyi draw. And then, yeah, it also stops them from getting like a worm or anything in graveyards. So then they're... Grandmaster will have to banish from hand if they want to imperm. They're going to search Blackout, set Circle, pass, they draw Tellarknight, or I guess not Tellarknight, but Tellarknight Lyra. This card is always treated as a Constellar card. If a Tellarknight and or Constellar monster other than Tellarknight Lyra is normal summoned to your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then it says, if this card is summoned, you can add once a Tellarknight or Tellarknight spell from your deck to your hand. I'm going to mess that up so many times, but... Okay, they're going to go activate Rhoda, go search, grab out Deneb, and then normal summon Deneb, Chainlink 1, Lyra Chainlink 2, so it's going to summon itself out. We're going to search Altia. This card's really good actually. This card, it's always counted as a Constellar card. If this card is summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of light and dark XYZ monsters you control and destroy them. Then if a Tellarknight monster, or if a Tellarknight and or Constellar monsters other than Tellarknight Altia is special summoned to your field except during damage step, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Also, you cannot declare an attack for the rest of the turn except for the XYZ monster. So you can go like I forget the name of it, Tellarknight Telemias or something like that, the one that detaches 3 to rank up. You can do that to rank up on their turn, and then you can get Altia to summon itself and pop on their turn. So that's like why it's like really cool with that interaction. But bring out Lyra effect now is going to go search for Tellarknight Constellar. This card says when it's activated, you can special summon one Tellarknight or Constellar monster from your hand or graveyard. You can target another effect. You can target one Tellarknight or Constellar XYZ monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Tellarknight or Constellar XYZ monster with a different rank from that monster. By using it as a material, this is treated as an XYZ summon and also transfer its materials to the summoned monster. You can only use this effect once per turn. You can only activate this once per turn. It's a continuous spell too, so it's like it's going to stay up. And then up next, we're going to activate the Sakitama to summon itself out. Okay, but we do know that they have Blackout plus Grandmaster live. So we're going to overlay in the Deltaros. Now remember, the opponent can activate cards or effects when you normal or special summon monsters. Then the other effect is detach, and then target one card on the field, destroy it. Then if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can special summon one Tellarknight from your hand or deck. I can't believe we have to go over Deltaros right now, but there's probably so many people that have never even seen this card be summoned. But yeah, the last effect is like really good. You can loop it in this deck to like keep summoning out bodies. But go into Deltaros, effect, try to pop Grandmaster, thinking on res of summon. We're going to go Grandmaster, target. Okay. And then they're going to activate Tellarknight Constellar. Then activate Blackout to pop. Chain Skybridge. Now hold on, let me read. I'm pretty sure you can't target extract with this, right? Target one Tellarknight monster you control, special one Tellarknight monster with a different name from your deck, and if you do, shuffle the targeted monster in the deck. Okay, never mind. Well, monster special summon by this effect is face up on the field. You can have special summon monsters except for Tellarknight monsters. Alright, I just misremembered this, I guess. Then activate Circle. To be fair, we haven't seen anyone play Tellarknight in a very long time. But they're going to change Circle, and then we are going to see Tellarknight admit defeat there. So on to the next game. We have Imperm, Deneb, Ghost Ogre, Sakitama, and Altia. They have Nib, Ash, Taya, Adara, Ashina. So we're gonna go normal summon Deneb effect, and then that's gonna go ahead and grab Lyra. Then activate Sakitama, bring itself out, overlay, go into Tellarknight, Constellar, Kadius. So this takes 2+ level 4 monsters. When this card's XYZ summon, you target one Tellarknight card, and or one Constellar card in your graveyard, add them to your hand. Next effect, you can banish one Tellarknight or Constellar monster from your hand or deck, then attach one material from this card. This effect becomes that banish monster's activated effect when that monster is normal summoned. So you could use this to go for a few different things, like Altier to get an extra body. You reveal the level 3 to get a search, the Constellar one. Then we're gonna summon out Lyra, Lyra effect, but we can't bring this out because it says if a Tellarknight or Constellar monster other than this is normal summoned to your field. It doesn't say special summon, which is why like you can't go summon Deneb search this and then summon this. You know, that's just not gonna work. Like it's just not gonna work like that. They're gonna Ash the Lyra, and then they're gonna use the effect banish Lyra from deck, and then that's gonna go ahead and grab Tellarknight Constellar, activate Tellarknight Constellar, and then we're gonna bring back out from the graveyard, go in the M7, effect, so then go in the Deltaros, link off into a Sold, and then we're going to get a Sold and Deltaros, search out Lyra, bring out Altier, and then Altier effect, bring back out Deltaros from the graveyard. Then they're gonna make Appaloosa. I guess like technically they could have dropped Nib there. It would have been pretty good. I don't know how they would extend through that with the Deltaros. I don't know this deck that well, because it's not very good. But Deltaros goes summon. That's gonna bring out Vega. Vega effect summon out from hand. Bring out Altia. Overlay, go into Gaga Magician. Or Gaga Magician effect attach. Bring out Deltaros from the graveyard. And then we're gonna use Deltaros plus the Gaga go in the IP. Deltaros effect goes summon. Bring out Unk, and then effect go dump the Foolish, dump the Neb, overlay, go into the Hotai Mayas, set Imperm, and then end of main. I mean, they're going to activate Nib, you know, just force Appaloosa to lose some attack on it, and then go ahead, attach Diamond, pass, they draw Ghost Ogre, and then they're going to go activate Ashna. Also, something to remember is that Diamond can only summon itself during main phase 2, so you can't summon this during main phase 1. That is good to know. Ashna summon itself out, and then go battle phase, start a battle phase, effect, and then go up in the Pleiades, and then we're going to activate the effect in the graveyard of Altia, summon, effect, destroy Ashna. So able to protect our IP / our Appaloosa here. Probably they probably would just crash with Appaloosa because it's 2 interruptions and this is 1. So yeah, they're going to pop with Altia. Auto to summon, sure, that's fine. Go in the Monk, IP effect. Okay, could have also Pleiades it, but we're gonna Unicorn spin that back. Then they have normal summon Taya, which just loses to our Pleiades, or Appaloosa, or Imperm. So going into game 3 now, we're going to see Swordsoul go first. Opening hands, we got Shifter, Evenly, Cosmic, Deneb, Nib. Wow, that's like wild. Back in the day, it would have been 4 trap cards plus Deneb. Then we got Ghost Ogre, Audera, Ecclesia, Emergence, and Pot of Desires. So activate Pot of Desires to go banish and draw 2. So banish, draw into Anti-Spell, Vashuda. What did we banish? Banish 2 Long Young, Moyi. We also play Summit in our deck. And then up next, activate Emergence. We probably felt super clean off the Desires draw though. Grab Long Young, and then on resolution, we're going to activate Shifter. Technically, we could have changed it to Emergence to keep that out of graveyard. So that way, if they make Grandmaster, they have to banish from hand. Then they're going to Tribute Ecclesia, bring out Moyi effect. Okay. Do they respect Nib? Do they respect the Nib? They do not respect Nib at all. They have 0 respect for that card. On summon, drop Nib. Yup. Technically, we could have let them make Synchro 10 first, because they're going to go into the one that allows them to draw. But the problem is if they mess up and just go for Fleur, then you're screwed. Because if they were just going to go for Fleur, then they would just make the Synchro 8 first, and then try to Long Young in the Synchro 10. But maybe they forget that they Ecclesia summon, and that's summon 5. Set anti-spell pass to draw Sakitama, chain cosmic on that. Boom, get out of there. Normal summon Deneb effect. They're gonna let that go. Grab out Lyra, and then Sakitama, summon. Okay, overlay. Go into Tellarknight, Constellar. Trying to activate Lyra. Once again, you cannot do this. That's why this card is not nearly as good as you would think it would be. And then effect, grab out Tellarknight, Constellar, but you know it's a learning process. Most people watching this video probably don't know what these cards do. Neither do I. It's fair enough. We're going to use the effect, dump Deneb, and then, you know, we're going to get the effect on summon, so we're going to grab the Unk there, go into M7. We can't M7 effect the turn that it's summoned like this. Otherwise, this card would have been broken before. Oh my gosh, could I tell you my erratic combos when I go Atum, summon, M7, M7, detach, add back, boom, 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 boom. I would have gone crazy. But yeah, they can't add back shifter. Then activate Tellarknight Constellar to try to change into a different rank, and we're just going to see the opponent admit defeat there. Oh, I guess also, in my head, I was thinking, why didn't the Ghost Ogre Deneb? That would have been pretty decent, right? I was trying to think, like, choke points on this deck, but it wouldn't even work because they were under shifter. But, yeah, I guess you don't even have to stop Deneb, but I guess you should in case if they have Extender to try to keep going. I don't know. I have to learn this deck more. Even though I don't think anyone's actually going to play it. I need to learn it so that way I don't lose to it, because I'd be salty if I lost to this type of deck. But seeing how long the match was, we're going to see the GGs be dropped there. The match was about 18 minutes long, and we do see Tellarknight end up winning that match over Swordsoul. I know this isn't the most meta matchup, especially because, like, who plays Swordsoul, you know? Like, this deck isn't up there in the ranks, but maybe we'll try to have, like, Tellarknight play against, like, Super Every Samurai, Kashtira, or Purely in one of the upcoming weeks, and we will try to you know, we'll see if the match is good enough, I guess, or the deck's good enough. It doesn't seem good enough right now, but I mean, they're also, like, throwing down some cheats, you know, accidentally doing some things. You know, they're probably new to the deck and don't know them. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.